So I've just woken up and I felt the need to come and look around. Yeah, yesterday, was it yesterday? I think yesterday. I said that I'm looking for a place to move into, and the determinant factor is that it should have light speed, light speed Wi Fi, or connect Wi Fi. Did I mention that? I think I did. I didn't mention connect, but certainly I mentioned light speed. So that is the determinant factor, and I've gotten a couple of houses. Now the problem isn't the rent. The problem is the desired location. I want peace. I want, yeah, I just want peace and somewhere quiet. You see, I value quietness so much that I even decided to get myself some breakfast here. So that's that. And I've gotten a nice houses. Yeah, they look like family ones. Like they can accommodate a good family. I think that's a good start. That's a good start to you know. I'll not worry. I'm not worrying about the rent. God will take care of that. Okay. I know I'm taking a step of faith. Now I'll need to seek clarity on where I'm supposed to live specifically. Like I just don't want to live anyhow. I just want this to be revealed to me by divine means. I want somewhere with a stable electricity and internet. Okay, the two are the most important ones, and it is peaceful, and so that I can focus on building the skills to hone my forex skills, or even bring out the forex genius in me. I know there's something, so I'm definitely working towards that. And it's only taking a leap of, is it a leap of faith, or taking a step of faith to make sure that I am assessing first the situation. Wi-Fi is very important first. That's number one. Number two, electricity. Number three, now peace. That's it. The rest will just figure out for themselves. Now, let me talk about something that has just happened to me while I just woke up. I just woke up and realized, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My head isn't right. Something isn't right. I've just woken up. I'm like, okay, I actually moved out, and I've actually come from reading. Stillness is the key. Right now, I'm so far to, I don't know, page 170. I don't know, 172 or even 175 or thereabout. But I'm enjoying the book. I'm understanding that human is a being, not human is work. Yeah, and this won't go for long, by the way. Yeah, I hear. Okay, after waking up, okay, let me talk about that experience. I just woke up and I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling dizzy, neither am I having a headache, even a mild one. Can be cannot be traced in my brain. However, I can feel some shift after now moving. Okay, walking out. I was like, okay, something's not right. You know, there's a way when you have a straight gate, you can feel that everything is balanced. I felt that something's off. Either the brain has moved to the left or even to the right. Could be even the eyeballs have. Okay, in a way, you know, I was lying in a position when I was reading. I was lying in a position. That's why the weight had shifted. I was like, okay, there's something. And when I draw my head this on the left, I still feel it. Like there's an imbalance. It's like some sort of muscle detachment. They feel okay, something's off. I don't know what it is, but I just hope that I'll be okay. Because yeah, I can't imagine that. Wait, I really don't want to imagine that. I'm healthy. I am very healthy. I am very okay, and I'm feeling okay, and I'm blessed, health-wise, and in all ways, God is my strength. God is my. I walk in God's grace. I walk in God's glory. I am favored. I am rising. I am important. Maxim Felix is important. Maxim Felix is able. Maxim Felix is a genius. Maxim Felix is blessed with grace, sufficient grace. Maxim Felix is blessed. Maxim Felix is abundantly blessed, and Maxim Felix is prosperous. Okay, so as I finish off this snack, breakfast snack, I rarely eat breakfast nowadays, but I think these are the rare days where okay, I need okay. I think I've seen something that you can bite, and it's attracting my eyes. And I usually know that these samosas are usually sweet. There's somewhere I buy these samosas. They're actually very sweet compared to other places. Anyway, it's 6 minutes. I'll continue the diary later. And right now I'm actually in school. Can you see this? Yeah, I'm in school. Or can I show you the field? I'm not even sure that this video will come out in portrait. I'll export it as how do I say this? Yes, as landscape. So that's more for you. This is is it called pavilion ground? On the other end, behind the trees are some hostels, and now that is Mackay building. I just can't zoom in. I'm holding something. So yeah, that's that. Let's meet when I do the diary properly. Okay. Right now, let me go back to the room. So right now, let me go back to the room and then we'll talk about something that will be in my mind by then. I may go do a video for microherries. Today we are preparing just some keto breakfast. There are lots of probiotics and prebiotics. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's that, and let me end this video here. Till then, see you. Yeah, am I clear? I don't know. My hair has just grown excess, and it's been a week, and then there's so much hair on my head. Now, electricity has I don't know if disappearance of electricity is just affecting this area or it's the whole of the country. I don't understand, because I think I had a plan. I was actually editing the script for Microherries. I'm now doing a recipe for, I don't know, I just can't remember the name. Maybe I'm only doing it. I'm there for fun and providing value. Teach people how to make recipe, and that will lower or even that will be healthy for them. I won't go into the details of what I'm talking about. Maybe for another, okay, if you want to see it, go to Micro Harris. Go see the work that you have done there. Okay, I'm telling the future me, please. Go to Micro Harris and see the work there. Today is 28th November 2024. So go back to 28th November. There's a video that we posted on Micro Harris, and then you'll find it. So yeah. So what do we do? Okay. The girls who are nearby the tree, and okay, I really know this. Don't care about the people around me. I'll just talk. I will do what I do each and every day without fearing, without worrying, without having any anxiety. It reached a point now. I'm talking so confidently, and I have flow of thoughts that such that nothing in the surrounding will affect really my thought process. It won't affect the process. It won't affect the flow. It won't affect anything at all. And that's that stillness and that calmness and that unbotheredness, it's really what I'm now trying to cultivate more. When even interacting with other people, you can be in a very busy place, but you're focusing on one thing. You're only thinking of one thing without any distraction, because you have learned on how to control your thought without anything that is without anything affecting the whole process. You see, but again, this needs a lot of practice so that you can achieve it. Because I realize, okay, I'm going to live with this roommate, okay. However, there are things that I'm going to need total focus of my mind. But for that to happen, I have to keep a very still mind. There might be noises nearby, but I just want to maintain that that focus of mind and even that clarity. And you are so in need such that the noise doesn't distract you in any way, and in a way that, okay, that's different. But this place is silent. I don't know. I think there is no electricity all over. I'm not sure about this, but I just, when I'm going back. Should I talk about this? Yeah, I started a plan yesterday. I said, okay, between 10 in the evening to around, I don't know, is it at 5 or even, or 5 or 6, that's when I'll be focusing solely, purposely, objectively to learning Forex. Yeah, between that time of the night. Yeah, because I realized when I was in my silent moment, I realized I slept, and this was very unintended, between, I don't know, it was at 7 to at 10 in the evening, or even at night. It's actually at night. I felt so okay. That's not normal to me. However, there's a reason why I did that. But I think there's a way my intuition was just leading me to do things so that I can prepare for the future. I think now I'll now be sleeping at maybe it's at 5 or even 6, and now wake up at 10 at 10 in the night. So I have spent about 6 hours at most. 6 hours sleeping. However, the problem is we usually cook at 7, 8 or 9. The smell might be waking me up. That's my worry right now. Because living okay, if I could be living alone, I could have that freedom, but that's why I was saying about clarity of mind. You have to train your mind to be in the so it has to be very present, and it has to bow down to your intentions, or even to your intention, or even to your habits, such that you won't struggle even when other activities are just happening around you. You see, it's actually very that to be very convenient. So yeah, I tried today to deprive myself of sleep, but the roommates usually they talk with this girl, and yesterday they talked for too long. I was like, okay, I don't think I'll wait. They are talking too loudly. Let me just sleep. I'll wake up at 3. Do you know that I ignored that alarm of waking Nene, because I saw no need of waking up. Usually when the phone alarm usually wakes you up when you're not prepared for it. When the sleep is so sweet that you just can't let go. Okay? You just can't let go. This is something that you're not willing to lose. Let the sleep continue, and then we'll figure out our schedule today. So my plan is today I'm not sleeping, so that I keep in store that tiredness, and so that I sleep tomorrow evening at 7? At 5 almost. At 5 I boof. Now I start incorporating that habit, or even that practice of sleeping at 7, or even at 5 or 6 in the evening. Now that will be my way of life. Now, trying to start a habit, it's something that is very difficult, because you're looking for momentum. But even when you are starting to, okay, which example can I give? Maybe a rolling. Let's talk of the ox plow. Yeah, that ox plow that usually tills the land. When you're starting it, it's likely that you might encounter, or even you might face a challenge of using so much energy to make this move for the first time. Like, you are just starting. Okay, let's assume that you're working on this grassland that is behind me. The land is very hard, and now you just want to enter those forks, I don't know, that machinery into the ground. At first it will be very difficult, but after inserting the forks and moving some soil, from then it will be easier to now continue to flow, or to even to for this to continue, or make it continue. It's actually very easy, because you have broken the virginity. Okay, you have broken the virginity. After breaking it, that's it. I think the rest will just flow naturally, as long as you have a plan and you have a drive. The drive is actually the most important thing. You have a reason why you are doing this. It is something that is pushing you. So a friend the other day tells me that you'll either do something as a result of pressure, or not pressure, pleasure, or pleasure or pressure? Pressure or pleasure, between the two. And that statement is quite true if you just think about it. You'll either look you'll either do something because of okay, it's not pressure, it's pain or pleasure. You're looking for a job. The end goal, what is the baseline? The baseline is you want pleasure. You don't want, no. It's, for this case, if you're looking for a job without a motive, you're sorting the pain. Pain. You don't want to miss food. Food is important to the body, and you're hungry. You are really starving, okay? And that's pain. You're doing that for the pain. Now you can do the job again with another motive. I want pleasure. I want to get that money so that I can go for a holiday or even enjoy some treats in some hotels. So you're working so that you make sure that you get the resources or even the money so that you go to fancy and expensive restaurants and you have some treats or even some meals, and yeah, you enjoy your money, and that's the whole idea behind it. Now look at the two scenarios. You'll either do something so that in the fear of lacking something, or you'll do something in the hype or even in the hope. Not hope. Hope is not really a strategy. It's not a good word for that. Okay, hope is not a strategy, okay? But hope is not a good word for this. But you are trying to avoid some pains. Okay. Now what was I talking about? Actually, there was something that I was talking about. I was talking about microherries. Food. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me end this here and then see what I was. I had something to talk about. Only that I have just forgotten. My RAM is. Yes, I was talking about habits. So trying to cultivate this kind of habit is actually very different. Also, yes, I was talking about the experience of how my night has been. It has been good, only that I did stick to the plan. So, and electricity, oh my god, and that's my worry. And today morning I just said that I just want to go to a place knowing very well that electricity will not be an issue unless electricity will only disappear when now there's a bigger issue, or even there's something that is going on. I don't just want electricity to be unavailable just because there's a faulty switch in our plot, really, and it's something that can be worked on. Now, it's something that the plot that I'm living in, the landlord cares less. He wants money. Okay? When he comes, he wants money. He won't fix the problems that are around. He will try, I was living in room 5. Was it 14 or 15? I'm not sure about this. Told him to I don't have a switch. He will work on it, and he had it. Wow! I stayed there for a semester. Did I receive? Did an electrician or even electrician come to fix my nini? No. Basically, he was saying, sort yourself, man. I don't care. And that's actually the challenge when living in an area where you pay affordable rent. Okay, not that it's bad, it's affordable to the student. However, it reaches a point now. Okay, you now want quality over even the quantity, and that's why in the morning I said, me, I don't want to look at the rent. the rent the rent problem, the rent question, or even the rent worry will be taken care of. Yeah, I surrendered that to my creator. He knows that I need it. So he will help me figure out where to get the rent. Are we clear? Am I clear? Yeah, that's something that's really it's not in my mind. By the way, when I was in that place, I was looking at the environment, and by the way, the it's not an apartment. It's some plots, some residential plots that I found very how do I say this? Not opportune. This is not an opportunity. Very the post that I found very I think I liked the some plots more, and there's this specific plot that was there's actually a college near this place. It's called what? I'm not sure about this, but it's immediately behind a college that is nearby. No, you can't just. The funny thing is, there's a college, and I was not aware that there's a college nearby. Lately is when someone just told me. Actually, I think it was my roommate told me that there's a college nearby. I'm like, a college? I've never heard of it. I've never seen it. It's actually very silent. It is in a silent place. There's no billboards. There's no flashy billboard so that that can get you aware. So that can get you aware of its existence in this place. Yeah, and it's actually in a very silent place. A very silent place. I think I kind of like it. And the Wi-Fi there is light speed. Now, let me talk of what was happening before I did that diary. The first part of the diary, when I was in the school, I was trying to compare light speed and connect. Okay, those are the two Wi-Fi's that at least they are affordable. But as much as you need but there's a limitation on the devices that you can connect with the two. However, I have a really good phone. I have good gadgets that you can hotspot and connect to the Wi-Fi at the same time, so it won't be a challenge connecting to more than one devices. Okay, that's one. I don't have any issue personally, and that's why I like them, because by this good too. When buying a good phone or even a good laptop, make sure that you buy a quality one. Bro, you better spend an extra dime, but really don't compromise on the quality or even the service that it will give you. It's something that is very important, and something that I've come to in my experience using the gadgets. You just can't ignore that aspect. So whenever I'll be buying any device in the future, that is something that I'm going to really put a consideration, or even I'm going to put into consideration when buying it. Yeah, make sure that you buy a good hardware. Make sure that it offers you services that really the lower budget gadgets can't offer you. That is something you can't miss. So for me, it's actually not a problem. Light speed is more affordable. I was trying to compare the speeds or even the rates, the internet packages, and I saw that light speed devices. Now, something about connect, you'll receive two types of speeds, 3 Mbps or 7. So let's say you are trying to buy 20 bob internet for the whole day. So you'll pay 20 bob for the whole day with 3 Mbps. Now you want the same internet with 7 Mbps, you'll have to pay 30 shillings. Now for light speed, now that is for connect. For light speed, you have to spend almost, I don't know, 20 shillings or even, I'm not sure about this, but it should be that shillings. And all the packages in light speed doesn't have limitation to the speed. Totally no limitation to the speed. You see, there's now an offer of 10 shillings for 5 hours or even for 7 hours. But for connect it's, for light speed it's, I don't know, I'm not sure about this. I'm not, okay, maybe I can attach the screenshots. Okay, although they are long, really, I won't say them. By the way, okay, I'll come back to the video that I did yesterday. There's a video that I did. It's a short video, less than 1 minute, that I made it very, very in haste to mark my new beginning of my new life in my career. I actually changed the banner of this Storify Maxim. I just changed the name from Storify Max to Storify Maxim. This is now my story. This is my new life. Okay. Now, coming back to the wife that I was talking about. You see, now for the monthly, now my target is the monthly package. Monthly package for light speed, it's 500 shillings. No limitation to the speed, everything is just constant. For connect, I'll have to spend 1200 shillings for 7 Mbps. Not 1200 is actually for 3 months. I think it should be 700 shillings or even 800. I'm not sure about this. I must check again. However, I know that light speed is actually affordable. However, I really want to hear what's the experience. What other people's experience with the light speed, so that I can, okay. I think light speed is good. They don't have a social media presence. That's why I'm having a challenge trying to figure out if I'm supposed to opt into using light speed than connect. I decided to look for their social media presence in Facebook page. I saw that some people are just complaining about some people are complaining about internet downtime. That's one consideration that we should have before look, I don't want to mess that around. It should be available each and every time that I need it, internet. Okay. Right now I think I'm disciplined enough to even ignore porn on when I see it. And now, and these girls are very beautiful. They are petite, not quite slim. Slim, it means that you are chubby. Okay, now I can talk as loudly as I want. Okay, ignore that. Focus. So right now, there are temptations that will be brought to me to watch a certain video that is trending and is about adult gymnastics. I think right now I'm past that. Right now, if you bring it, okay, I'll look at it. will it help me? In 5 years' time, will it help me? No. Put it in the dustbin. Yeah, that's my vibe nowadays. If it won't help me in 5 years, in 5 years' time, it's really not important. Anyway, I was talking about Lightspeed. Yeah, that is very good packages. They've got good packages. However, I just want to experience. And yeah, I really want a good experience with the internet. Now, the apartment that I'm laying my eyes on, it's called Rebo. I wish I could record it, but I don't have the time. I'm not willing to just stop. I'm too lazy to hit the stop button. Now, it doesn't have internet. You should be aware of that. However, you should note that if you work hard, you can acquire a fiber or even a fiber or a router or something that will provide you with internet that is going to it's going to sustain you while you'll be living on that apartment. My target however, right now I want to move to another plot, and then later on, because I don't think I'll move in right now. This will take time. This will take some time before it manifests. I want to go to another plot and near that nini. So, and what is pushing me is pain. What is pushing me is pain. Pain and pleasure. Right now it's pain. And then I'll be moving in that apartment as a result of pressure. Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying the higher end of things. It's good to it's good to it's good to it's good to be it's good to enjoy life. If there's money, use it. If there are resources, use it to the fullest to serve your need. Basically that is what is happening. That was what was happening. I went to, I think, to two apartment plots. They look family-ish, like family-ish. Like you can have a wife and even a kid around, and you live comfortably. By the way, they really look like a family setup. They really conform to the family setup, not to the comrade setup. I like that, by the way, and it's because I know when I move into these houses, I'll already have a pregnant partner. I'll already have a pregnant wife to take care of. Okay, I'll be while I'll be taking care of other businesses. Now, that has been my morning. That is actually the first thing that I did after waking up. Look for houses and look for specifically for plots with light speed or even connect any Wi-Fi apart from Truth Wi-Fi. Truth Wi-Fi is good, but the downtime, I don't know. I don't want to struggle with that anymore. And Forex needs you to be there 24/7. Or should I buy Starlink? It's a good choice, however, but it's a good choice, but I will need now. I'll need now to go to the apartment above it so that I can live there and so that I set up my Xbox. And you really can't trust the people around. The satellite, you just can't let it be there. So there'll be a challenge. So when I move to my home, I think I'll buy for Starlink and I'll be using it. I just want affordable, reliable, and that internet that is available. Okay, because using this cellular data is expensive, and in the long run, you just don't want that. You want for each and every coin that you use, as much as you are rich or even you can afford it, but every coin must be accounted for. Remember that it must be accounted for. Okay? Yeah. Well, what do I want to talk about today? Do we have a topic? So today I was talking about how you should never conform to mob psychology. Now in my Facebook account, I said, you know what? You know what? Okay, I will end it here. There are some gases in my nini. There are gases in my stomach, in my alimentary canal, and I need to get rid of them. What? And one other thing that I struggle with, whenever you are with someone in a room, we just don't want to fart. It's embarrassing plus. You just be embarrassing yourself. So most of the time you just want to do it in the right place, because you want disrespect when you do it near people. Someone looks at you, mwenye ananyambanga hivi. So you must be very careful. You must be very careful on what you are doing near people. Respect is something that, or even not respect per se, but there's how people view you. They give you that respect. Now, if you start doing silly things, you'll end up denying yourself the amount of respect that you are being given to people. Just conduct yourself with decorum whenever near people. Alafu, if you want to do silly things, do a silly thing with someone that you are comfortable with, and someone you really know. This is a friend. This is a very close friend. He just won't. They just won't care. They don't care less, and respect each other to the good thing about having a friend. Now let me talk about this. Have that friend that, okay, this person knows when you should be act petty. This person knows when you too should do some things. Let's say you decide to fart near Nini, you won't have problem. You won't. You'll have fun doing it, doing it. And now, and it reaches a point. The same two people, will be in office or even a corporate or an official setup. You'll still conduct yourself as if you are as if you don't know each other. You see, you want that kind of a person, and finding that kind of friend that you are so compatible, and you relate to each other so well that you disregard your differences is very important. It's something that you just can't afford to do. It's something that you cannot afford. Look, it's very important to have that friend, and even live with them, because there will not be disrespect that you'll ever get from them. Yeah, you'll just be It's just my mate, and yeah. I don't know. I was talking about how I'm limited farting. I actually enjoy personal farting. You eat some. I'm not. I was not used to eating supper. Late in the evening. So nowadays that now that I'm used to them right now, usually in the mornings my stomach is full of gases as a result of undigested food from from the previous meal, and it's something that really bothers me because you find yourself that you have released a gulp of fat uh, in the morning, and the roommate is like, "What have you just done?" They see it as very unique, and yeah, what choice do I have? You have to do it, and that's why I take breaks when eating. Take breaks. If you're eating in 2 days in a day and 7 days in a week, stop eating for one day. Just decide to quit eating for just one day, so that you can regulate the amount of yeah. Also the stomach needs some rest. Yeah, it is always digesting. Why are you giving it tasks? Why are you giving it work almost all the time? Even your head needs rest. Your brain needs rest. You don't want to always stuffing it with work. You need to think. You need to worry. You need to fear. You need to be anxious. You need to feel. You need to. Oh my! And you know the brain is controlling so many things in our body that okay. Now, if you give me all this, all that work, really, will I give you a quality output? And that's why you find that there are people who are just not happy, and it's because of how they treat their brain. The brain is supposed to take some rest. Take 1 hour off your schedule and stop thinking about anything. Just focus on stillness. And you see the importance of it. And this is something that I'm learning from the book Stillness is the Key by, I keep on forgetting his name. Yes, Ryan Holiday. You need to give your head, your brain, a rest. You need to give your body some rest. You need to give so that you can be calm. And being calm, it means that you can resolve the issues or even the things around you easily. The problems. You can live comfortably without worry, without fear of the what is going to happen in the next minute. Really, the future is not for us to decide. It has its own, and that is God. Yeah, you see the point that I'm trying to bring across. You have to take breaks. You need to give break to yourself. Your mind, your body, your brain. The brain is the one that is important. And by there, I'm sure that if I ever, if you ever do a, if you ever do a test of people suffering from maybe hypertension, what other diseases that people are suffering from that emanate from lifestyle, hypertension, HBP, low BP, what other heart diseases, yeah, such. If you put them into a routine or even a habit of eating, I went through, I'm talking about now, okay, the bigger picture is the wellness. Okay, but let me just divert kidogo tu. And from Genesis, I read the book is, I don't know, some days ago. Genesis chapter 1. I was like, after the creation, God told man, I give you all this vegetation, I give you all these plants. The one that bears seeds, eat them as your food. And that's it. And that's it. So that means that human beings are supposed to be herbivores by default. Only that I think in history, after a bit of time, we realized that we also can eat. Now I think after Noah, we realized that. But I think even at with Abel, Abel slaughtered a sheep, right? And at this point, I think Adam was eating Adam and his descendants, his children and his grandchildren were eating his meat. Okay, but initially, man was meant to be eating vegetation, greens only. So that means if you ever eat any green, you won't have any sort of problem. Mention all the lifestyle diseases that there could be. If you purely feed on the greens, although not enough again, if you study science, you realize if you eat greens, okay, as much as you are eating the greens, they solve most, let's say 80% of your bodily needs. However, but you need proteins to build your cells. You need um you need other nutrients, the building blocks of our bodies that are essential. But I think we have walked away from that. But initially, man was to eat vegetation in his life. That is how God meant it to be. He didn't say meat, although he authorized the eating of meat in the time of Noah. However, that got to tell you that you should incorporate a lot of vegetation, even vegetables on your diet. Yeah, for the wellness of the brain. And I said the other day that I'm working so hard so that I make sure that I'll be eating more vegetables and proteins and limit the amount of carbohydrates that I'm inputting or even I'm intaking. That is very important for the quality of thoughts that I'm producing, the quality of creativity that I'm producing, the quality of ideas that I am coming up with each and every minute. And I'm working on these companies that I have. Maxis Group, Maxis Home is I put it on hold. Right now I'm working on Maxis Group and Micro Harris, Maxipie, and now me as a brand. And now as the sole creator. Okay. Yeah. And if you was talking about stillness, I don't know what point I was talking about. The bigger picture, what? Yeah, I was talking about the experiment. If you put the people in a habit or even in a diet plan and start to teach them how to lower or even reduce the amount of pressure the amount of thoughts that is running in their minds, you'll solve all the problems. Guarantee. Because man will always have problems. Now, man's health problems emanates from thoughts and food. You settle that, you settle his health. And that is something that, okay, it is very achievable, but you have to be very wise. In this society that we are living in, there is so much information that is being fed to us that we forgot the essentials, we forgot ourselves, we forgot the true self and how we are supposed to live as a basic human being. You require food, you require peace, and you require God. Food, water, peace, and God, and you will be a whole human being, a whole human being. Now there's a car here. It is a Toyota, white Toyota. I don't know why it has come here. You see, I think it has settled under a tree. I think they are coming here for a picnic. Okay, let me tell you. I'll tell you who is coming out of there. You see now, if you focus on the life essentials. Now, yesterday I read about. Let me talk about this. Yesterday I talked about I read about the book. Please reduce the belongings that you are attached to. Go to your house and start picking the things that are not important to you. You realize that there are very many and they are disposable, and that will give you a sense of, okay, you know what? I think now I need to focus on the things that really matter. The other day, by the way, it didn't make sense when I was seeing this video. It was in on an episode in Wicked Edition. By who? This guy. What's his name? He's a singer, and Buga. The name that is associated with him is Buga. Can I remember his name? Oh my god, the name. Okay, I can't remember, and I won't force myself to remember. But look, he's called Buga. Okay, they were having this conversation about they were comparing. Okay, and there was this comedian who is called, I don't also remember his name. However, let me talk about the bigger issue. We're talking about the comparison between a hustler and a rich person. The belongings that this hustler fund, this hustler has in his house, what is in his house compared to what is in the house of this rich person. And Buga was now explaining that in a house of a rich person, they don't need many things. They only need a stool and a 34-inch or even a 64-inch there, and a chair. And even a coffee table there. That's all that I need. But in the same case, in the same context, if you go to a hustler house or even sitting room, you find a lot of things, a lot of belongings. You'll find a stove, you'll find a chair from, I don't know, and there are many. If you even ask yourself, ulinunua viti mingi za nini? And you only unaishingi peke yako na bibi yako peke yake. You see, there's a torch there, there's a, I don't know, kuna chai ilikuwa imebaki hapo, kuna jug kubwa hapo, kuna maji hapo, kuna drum. There's a lot of things in this house of this hustler, person X. Okay, you'll find a lot of belongings. And certainly this book was talking about how we should really limit the amount of things that we have in our house. You realize some are just unnecessary. They're just there to paint a picture that, okay, I have a house. But are they really important to your existence? Do they really matter to your existence? I don't think so. And whether it made sense. And he was trying to describe, please develop this character or even this ability to never be attached to things, and that will make you still. Okay, remember the chapters as he's talking about, they are elements to trying to cultivate calmness and nini. Now, imagine you have gone to this house of this hustler. It has a lot of belongings, many things. Automatically, what will come automatically in your mind? It is just chaos. Okay? Chaos, disorder, and confusion. The first sight will just give you that, and that subconsciously programs our subconscious mind somehow. Just, I don't know, you won't note it, but with time you realize that there's chaos in here because there's disorder in your DNA. And to me it made sense. Sight is very important to a man. Okay, in any aspect sight is very important. It feeds your mind. So that's why you should be exploring, or even be out looking for fancy cars, expensive cars, and it will feed your subconscious that, okay, I can achieve this, I can get this car, I can drive this car. You see? Now, move from there, take a journey, take this tour with me, go to the house of that rich person. There's a TV there, some several chairs for visitors, and yeah, a coffee table, a remote, and a wall clock, maybe. Maybe, because it's not important, and nothing else. There is no sight of anything else, only the essentials, because they are being used. Now, what will happen? What is happening in the mind of that person? Now, what is happening to your mind as you are in this room? Organized, looks luxurious, because luxurious spaces look spacious, and they don't have many things. So you try to imagine the amount of calmness in this person living in this home. You see, it's actually incomparable to the person living in. As much as there's a difference between the social status or even the money that they have, but subconsciously they are not in the same level. Someone is on another level, someone else is on another world. And by the way, it made some sense. That calmness is what you want. And that's why I desire now to live in a space where I know now when I'm moving out, I'll just consider that. Have a chair, have what is necessary. Chair, table, extension, and a bed. Maybe cooking here and there, but it won't require so many items. And but it taught me a lesson. I never grow emotional attachments to physical things. They just ruin how they need. You should learn. By the way, he asked a person. I think actually it's a question that I ask myself. If although it's so negative, it's so negated, but let me use it for the purposes of Nini. If a house would burn and everything in it burns, will you mourn for the things that were in there? Just a quick question. Yeah, all the hardwares, maybe you had computers, they all burnt. Will you feel no? I'm trying to answer that question, so no. Yeah, even if I was to lose all the items in that house, not that I'll be sad for long. It'll be like, okay, no, but yeah, I'll get other ones. That's the state of that state, I think with that question, and this varies with people. If you could have ask a person of the answer to that, you definitely the level of attachments that they have with their belongings. Don't grow their attachments with their things, with physical things. And this is where the law of detachment comes in. You should never grow to love a person so much that you completely are obsessed with them. It will just waste you. Yeah, they will disappoint you. There are people, they will disappoint you. You grow attachments to physical things. You will get robbed of them. They will disappear. They will get burnt. They will be destroyed. Will you still maintain yourself? Will you still maintain? Yeah. And the other day I saw an interview when now I managed to see this interview by Caliph Cairo. He was asked if you are to lose all this nini. But then I think he willingly said, but then he was talking about something else and said, right now I'm willing to lose anything because of my belief, because of my principles. And that is because he has developed this detachment. He has learned the law of detachment. That's what. You can never. I know they are physical things, but they are really. They are in vain. In short, they are just in vain. And they really don't matter compared to my true self, my purpose. They don't. And I'm also in the same league as him. You can lose anything that is that belongs to you, items, your phone, your laptop, your nini. However, will you still maintain that? Because again, you still get them. And a good example is from Job. Job from the Bible. He lost everything. And he was like, okay, I can lose everything, but I won't lose my relationship with God. I won't betray my God. And that is so important that I can let go of anything be done to me. Yeah, anything can happen, but I won't lose that. You develop a sense of in that. I think you are unconquerable. To say the least, you are unconquerable. Anyway, I'm still learning. Develop no attachments with your physical belongings. Period. Today I can be abducted and be taken to maybe Namibia. Like someone picks me without my belongings and he takes me to Namibia or even Angola. Yeah, he takes me there. Will I be able to survive? Or even will I now start looking for ways to come back? Now we look for better things than even that I had here, and life continues. So life is supposed to be treated that way. Don't grow attachments to things and even people. Okay, love your life, okay? Love your life, love your wife, love your life, love your car, love your business. However, don't cross over in terms of emotional attachments to it. This could go on and on and on, but I want to go back, check if electricity is back, and I get back to work, because I'm working on my company and I really have to work extra hard to make a brand out of my companies. Yeah, companies of value. Anyway, let me end this diary here. I pray, I'm praying that I get a house, and the rent is just the least of my concern, or even the least of my worries. It doesn't matter, it will be taken care of. Now, let me end this diary here. Thank God I had charged my phone. I couldn't have done this diary without 69. And I started recording it when it had 93%. Hey, it usually takes some battery. This recording usually takes a lot of storage. Anyway, remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, remember you are God's project. You are God's child. You are favored, blessed, and you move with His grace. Forever and ever. Amen. In Jesus Christ. Amen. So, until tomorrow, remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios. This is Maxim Felix.